Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mental Health and Motivational Mondays. This is your girl, Tamara Abraham, here to bring you a small dose of motivation to get your week started. So, I've been missing in action for several weeks. Why? I'm outside, like literally outside. I'm outside, I'm doing brunches, lunches, reconnecting with friends, family, traveling, all that. Yes, why? Because I am fully vaccinated. Now, don't get me wrong, I was moving somewhat, prior to the vaccine, but you know what? I'm kind of sick of the mask, y'all. I am sick of the mask. So I am vaccinated. I'm ready to get back out there and see the world. Again, I'm out here brunching and lunching and doing the things that, took us out, had us, I'm out there. The extrovert in me is out now. So again, if you want to do that, if you love being outside, you love smelling the roses, you love traveling, you love connecting with friends or reconnecting with friends, I encourage you to get the vaccine. But that's not what this episode is about. I'm not here to promote the vaccination. I'm here to talk about letting things go. Let it go. If you want to find fulfillment, growth, or peace in your life, learn to let things go. And the reason why I want to talk about this particular topic is, let's say we just, I won't say went through, because went through is such a bad word or the wrong term for this, but we just celebrated parent days, Mother's Day as well as Father's Day. And the amount of love or lack thereof for either parent, it was shocking. And, mothers get the most love, they're celebrated the highest, the most, children, friends, fathers, whatever, they're doing the most for the mothers. Whereas on Father's Day, you may hear some crickets. It's not a big deal. Yada, yada, yada. You have single moms saying they should be celebrated on Father's Day as well. Like, are you for real? But anyway, I come on here to say, like, we have to learn to start letting stuff go. Parents are humans. Parents are human. Just like you're human, you make mistakes. Allow the other person to make mistakes. Allow them to learn. Allow them to grow. Unfortunately, you may be the person who or the recipient of that mistake, but we still have to learn to let it go. Okay? So yesterday, of course, was Father's Day, or the recognition of Father's Day. So when I got online and I was, scrolling through my news feed, it was almost like crickets, for Father's Day. So I decided to do something special tribute to the fathers in my life. And yes, I said fathers, it's plural. I have a biological dad. I have a stepdad. I also have, two baby daddies or two baby fathers. Hey, I'm extra special, so I get extra people in my life. So, so as I'm writing my tribute to each of those gentlemen, especially the fathers of my children, I realized something. There was growth, there was maturity, there was peace in those posts as it relates to the relationships or the rapport that I have with each of those guys. One, I wasn't married to. We were high schoolers. And then the second one was my ex-husband. And I am very appreciative of the rapport and the relationship that we have established as it relates to ourselves and how we engage with our children. Why? Because it's teaching our children how to interact with people, whether we agree or disagree, whether it's the same sex, opposite sex. We are teaching our children what civil rapport or civil relationship look like, how to communicate with, how not to hold grudges, all that. Was it always like that? Oh, of course not. As you get older, as you grow, as you mature, as you learn, it evolves. Was it crazy as some of the stories I've heard or seen? No. We know better. We're all professionals in our careers, so no, we have no time for that, And then again, we're older. But you have to learn to let go. Did the relationship that I have with each of them as boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, wife, did it work out? No. Was it his fault? Could be. Was it my fault? Could be as well. But how does that impact their children? Are they bad fathers? No, not at all. And so what we have to learn to do is to compartmentalize. As in, learn to differentiate the relationship. Just because they were a poor spouse or they lack the skills to be a great spouse or a great boyfriend, girlfriend, that doesn't mean that they're not great at being a parent. And then there's many things that justify being a great father or a great parent. Do they have to be ever present in the life of a child? They may be, but they may not be physically present in the life of a child. And one example is my child's father. Like I said, I have two baby daddies. The first one, I wasn't married to him. We were in high school, He wasn't there. He was inconsistently present. Why? One, he was serving the country. He was in the military. And then two, he was married and had his own family to oversee. Therefore, he could not be ever present in the life of my child or in my life. Did I hold grudges that he wasn't in my life? No. Did my daughter hold grudges? No. Why? Because at the time I was married as well. And guess what? Another man was ever present in her life, raising her along with our other children. So she didn't miss out. She missed out on maybe having that rapport with her biological dad, but she didn't miss out. There was a father in her life. But because he wasn't there, that doesn't mean that he wasn't doing a father thing. He was providing for her. Yeah, he couldn't be there physically, but he was making sure that she was taken care of financially. So he was a provider. The other dad was a provider, protector, guidance, teacher, whatever. He was all of that. So are they both active in her life? Yes, they are. Her biological father wasn't there in the beginning, but he is there now. Okay? So, I said all that to say that you have to learn to let go. When you sit down and get still and you observe the pros and cons of a relationship, whether it be, again, with the child's mother, the child's father, your ex-husband, your ex-wife, learn to compartmentalize the roles. Learn to look for the good. Like, what good came out of it? What were the qualities that they exude when you laid down with them? Oh, yeah, because the more you badmouth the partner, it is also indicative of your decision-making skills. Again, it is also a reflection of you. So, I encourage you, again, to let things go. And it doesn't have to be like a mother-father relationship like your significant other. It could be relationships with anybody. Learn to sit still and weigh the pros and cons. Learn to try to pull out the positives that are in that relationship or were in that relationship. Because, again, there was a reason why you were connected to that person, or that person was connected to you. try to figure out what the positive was that came out of it. What did you learn? And whether that relationship is still ongoing or it has ended, you still won. You are still winning. Figure out what it is that you were supposed to receive. Whether it was a teachable moment, growth in maturity, whatever. But again, I encourage you to let go of past hurts and live your fulfilling, peaceful life. So that's all that I have for the week. I don't know if I'm going to be consistent during the summer. Again, I am outside. So y'all work with me, stay with me as I drop these episodes on Mental Health and Motivational Mondays. So I hope you all have a blessed week. And until next time, don't worry, but always be happy.